ghouls, ghosts, goblins, government tax audits. All of these things scare the shit out of me. More so, the tax audit. I'm just saying. This is simply horrifying. This month, we take a look at
Tales from the Crypt.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Simply Horrifying, brought to you by Simplistic Reviews. Now, this is our 10th episode of Simply Horrifying as we continue our look back at the fantastic series Tales from the Crypt. And this is another episode from Season 3. Now, this episode is entitled The Trap, and it was directed by, at the time, probably one of the biggest comedic actors at the time. Michael J. Fox was the director of this episode. He also has a little cameo in it as well. Now, this is another episode from the Shock Suspense Stories series of comic books. And at the time, when I first watched it as a kid, I probably didn't understand it as much as I do now. Granted, when I watched it, I was like 8 years old, so I'm like, I don't understand this double-cross, triple-cross stuff. So, quick plot review. You have a husband and wife who aren't doing too well in terms of their bills. You have Bruce McGill. I remember him from a lot of movies, but the last thing I really remember him being in was Collateral as one of the cops who gets shot. Not, what's his name? Not Mark Ruffalo, but the other guy, like CAI, FBI guy. Anyway, it's Bruce McGill and Terry Garr. They're husband and wife, not doing too well. Bruce McGill's a real scumbag, so you know he's pretty much going to get his at the very end of the episode. And they figure out an idea, an insurance fraud scam, basically, that, hey, we're going to figure out something, like it's kind of like Double Indemnity, if you've ever seen the movie, with Edward G. Robinson and everything. Really great black and white movie, really good film noir. And this has a really cool film noir feel to it. And he calls his brother up, who's a mortician or coroner, saying, hey, pretend I'm dead, and my wife will be able to collect my insurance money with the double indemnity clause that will, instead of getting $250,000, we'll get $500,000, all that good stuff. So their plan goes ahead as planned, and Bruce McGill's waiting for his wife to meet him down in Mexico. She never does. He gets suspicious, heads back up, and I'll kind of leave it at that. There's a good, double cross, triple cross type of idea behind this entire episode. Like I said, Michael J. Fox cameos as kind of a lawyer, not a kind of a lawyer, as a lawyer in the episode. And overall, it's pretty good. So that's The Trap, another episode from Season 3 of Tales from the Crypt. And that's about it for this episode. When we return, I'll have another episode for you, as usual. And we'll see you next time, or I will see you next time, with another edition of Simply Horrifying.
I'd like to remind the kids out there to not accept apples when trick-or-treating. Except for those 3 little bastards that egged my house last year. If someone gives you an apple, make sure to take a giant bite. It'll be delicious.